Hello, it's week 17 and I believe it's going to get a bit warmer than this too. So I hope you're enjoying the warmth. And our first dance today for week 17 is going to need either a paper plate, can be a bigger one or a smaller one, or maybe some sort of plastic tub lid. Or if you're lucky, you might have a fan. I'm going to use the fan to demonstrate just because it shows up against this pale curtain the best. And before I forget, if you're sitting, then you can do all of this, but where we do foot movements, you can just stay with the arm movements, so that will work. We're going to start with some wall steps, so we don't need this right at the beginning, it's for a bit further on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And while we're doing it, we're going to bring our elbows back each time we go from one side to another. Now we're going to start doing it straight facing me, and then we're going to turn to a bit of an angle after a few beats, just to make it a bit more interesting. Then we are going to do a forward and back. Now it's up to you and your balance. You can rock from one foot to another, or you can just keep part or most of your foot on the ground. Part way through we can change legs, and so we do it evenly on both sides. And then this is the bit we need the fan or the paper plate for. We're going to do a little bit of fanning movement from one side to another. You can go up to the side of the face and down, or if you want to, you can go all the way over your head. We'll do it with one hand and then we'll do it with the other, and you'll probably find, like me, that it's much easier in one hand than it is in the other. And then we'll repeat through those same 3 movements again, but probably less time on each of them for the second half. Now the music goes straight in, so we'll get into it how we can. We're going to start 1, 2, 3 to one side, and then 1, 2, 3 to the other. 1, 2, off we go. Bring those elbows back, and then a little bit to the side. Lovely. And if this is too much, just rock from one foot to the other sideways like we do, forwards and back. It's up to you whether you keep your feet on the ground or not. And swap. Well done everybody. And a bit of fanning. Swapping hands to the one that finds it a bit more tricky. Ready to go to the side in just a few seconds. And this time we'll clap with our paper plate or whatever we're using, and a bit on an angle. And forwards and back and swap. Bit more fanning. Lovely, well done. And swapping hands. Lovely. Well done. So our second dance today is thoracic mobilisation again, the 3rd week and final week for the moment. And we're going to do lots of little movements for this particular area of the spine. And all the movements that it should do really, but I don't want you to go into pain. The most you should feel is a stretch, and a sort of fairly gentle one at that. So we'll start tucking the chin in and rolling the head down towards the legs a bit, and then back up again to where you started, and then we shall look up a little bit, not too much, and back, and then we'll repeat that going down to centre and up and back to centre. And then you can either put your hands here like me, or you can put them here, or you can keep them by your side, whichever is most comfortable. And we're going to do some little turns to one side and then to the other. And although I'm not demonstrating it, we're going to do 3 on each. And then next one, I'm going to put my arms like this, because you can see really easily then that I'm doing a side bend in my spine. And we'll do 3 one side and 3 the other side. Again, you can keep your hands here or have them here, whatever works best for you. The most important thing through all of this is to try and sit up straight though. Then you will get the maximum benefit from the spine and you won't injure anything either. So we've done our turn to the side, we've done our side bend, and then what we're going to do is just turn while we're sitting to wherever we can get to fairly comfortably, feeling a little stretch, and just hold it. And I'm going to count for 10, and then we'll come back to where we started, and then we'll go to the other side. So I'll repeat again, don't go into any pain. I will hold for 10 that side and then come back. And then the last bit of this is a combined movement. So yet again, I'm going to put my hands here, but you can keep them here or here, whichever you'd rather. And I'm going to take a little movement back, and then I'm going to dip an elbow, and then I'm going to come back up to where I started before I dip the elbow, and do one more movement round, dip the elbow, come back up, and then a bit like a spring unwinding, and have a rest if you want to then. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So there's a turn, there's a dip the elbow, back up to where you started that, and then go a bit further, down, back up and unwind. Now I'll repeat, only 2 on each side, unlike what we've done in class before when we've done 3. It's a shorter piece of music, so you're lucky you get off one. And then I'm going to turn it on again and we shall do it again, so we get a good workout. Off we go, tucking the chin in, back to centre, going up a little bit, and back to centre, and again going down, and going up a bit. Lovely. Turning to one side, however you want your hands. 1 and 2, 3, and the other side. So remember, it's not as far as you can go, it's just about repeating the movement. Lovely. And then we're going to do a side bend, so your hands how you want them. 2, 3, and the other side. And the last one for this. Give your hands a rest, and we're just going to turn to where we can feel a stretch. 1, and back you come to the front, and then round to the other side, still trying to sit up straight. And back to the centre, and then I'll combine movement, however you want your hands, so turning and dipping the elbow, back up, and again, back up, unwind, and then to the left, dip the elbow, more turn, dip the elbow, back up and unwind. Okay, and we'll do it again. Going down and back up, looking up and back, and repeat. Looking up. That's it. Turning to one side, however you want to have your hands. Last one this way and the other side. That's it, and then we're going to do side bends. So 1 and 2, 3, to the other side. Remembering still to sit up straight. And 3, turning to one side. Centre, go to the other side. Turn and back to centre, and then I'll combine move. So turning, dipping, up, bit more turn, dip, up, and unwind that spring, other way, and dip. Unwind. Lovely, and relax. You've done really well.